adept at playing in a much more attacking type of wing-back operation. He's done it for so long and under great pressure, over 150 odd games, Roberto now, so he's the Swiss Army knife, no question. But again, we'll see how this young boy really develops. He's only 16 and 200 and odd days, but he is a precocious talent. I thought Otto would have been the one to come in, and Roberto and Rafinha might be the ones to exit, but it's a reshuffling and a different operation coming out for Arrasate to contemplate and match. So I don't think you'll see too much of a change from Osasuna.
So Arrasate talking with his number 2, Vitor Alquiza, the former player. This, as you can see just by what they're wearing, I mean, t-shirts and ripped jeans, they might as well just be having a scrimmage at the park. And I think it's that relaxed attitude that's maybe taking the pressure on of taking on the defending champions. They don't seem impressed. They don't seem fearful in the least. Perez shot deflected away. 33-year-old Piqué scampers over. Sergio Roberto. Perez from the wide angle. Chips in, snap down, and he scored his first.
Magisterial! Magisterial indeed! Fati announces in an emphatic way the instant response, and this one is razor sharp, jackknifing header, and he's almost in tears immediately. Cannot believe it, but we believe our disbelieving. Quickly, he just fit into the flow of the game. Is admirable enough in how he doesn't over-exaggerate it. He doesn't take players on in positions where it may cost his team. As we see Arthur coming in for Rafinha. And that, it's such a precocious age, is admirable in itself. And there you see the real nasty run-in, was nothing intentional there by Osasuna.
By the way, in case you are wondering, Ansu Fati now the youngest goal scorer in Barcelona history, edging out Bojan Krkic, who was 17 at the time. The 16-year-old Fati may be the savior on the day. And here he is on the ball again, driving on Vidal. Get help. Tried to feed Alba, but just off target.
That was more like a 16-year-old. In there, that wonderful cross. But look at that balletic finish. Nureyev style. Oh, my Lord, what a beautiful header. That's not over-exaggerating it, Phil. That is as great of a header that you'll see. It was pure perfection how he locked onto the trajectory of the ball and then beats his defender to it, and then still has the overall maturity to find a very difficult angled header down. If he did hit the target, we would have been applauding, but the fact that he beats Ruben, wonderful.
And remember, Ray, he almost scored last week on his debut, missing by inches.
Yeah, and that angled shot from way wide. So, you've got a good one.
A good one who will go back in the shadows if a certain transfer goes in.
You're being a little bit harsh on that one, Phil. He's still not even coming out of his footballing shell. He's poking his head through it, and they won't rush him. We've seen it with other Barcelona players. Look out.
Out wide, Perez again. Tries to caress it in, bangs it off the back of Garcia.
Frankie de Jong running wide open alongside of him there. Carles Perez should have used the Dutchman.
Brandon to the inside, squares. Avila out wide for Torres. Garcia begging at the back post. They almost find him, and Sergio Roberto intercepts just in time.
Brandon should have done better. Jimmy Avila, Ruben Garcia was wide open again.
On the turn, off balance, off target.
Yeah. Well, question from Valverde, picked the right ace out of his hand for sure. He had some big aces in that bench to pick from, so a little bit of credit towards the coach.
Into the edge of the area, trying to pull it back.
I mean, he really could have, he wouldn't have complained had Arthur come in, or Arturo Vidal, Rakitic. That's a good adjustment from Barcelona's coaching. The situation with Sergio Roberto dropping back on that right side as well as paid dividends. It's a completely different complexion from the yellow shirts now.
And Osasuna starting to look a bit worried. Arthur, Alba, Busquets, back to the Brazilian. No foul, says the referee. Throw in near side Osasuna. Born in Guinea-Bissau, moved to the south of Spain. Actually got his start at Sevilla. Across comes De Jong. Help in the middle. Arthur.
Quick feet.
You were talking about changes in the midfield. The first substitution was Fati, but the second was Arthur.
Nicely.
Laid back. Perez! Torres! And plucked out of midair by Ruben.
Lovely build up again. Horta and De Jong nicely linking up, setting the table for Carlos Perez. And he goes for placement, and not too far away.
Ball knotted down by Avila. Here's Torres again. Alba staying with the run. Oh! Chance on the second try by Sanborjo. Brandon! And Ter Stegen reads it well.
Played from the ex-Mallorca man, Brandon.
Needed a little more on the technique.
I think it needed a pass for Griezmann, and then we would have been jumping out. Yeah, it should have been to Antoine. Makes a good run inside, thinking he'll get this one in stride, but Fati goes for the gold with that right foot, and didn't bend, it didn't raise.
Play on, says the ref. Piqué deflected off Brandon and out for the goal kick. Don't count out Osasuna yet, and even mention Adrian still available on the bench if they need. Half hour remains.
Well played again. Sergio Roberto can carry the ball from those right positions. With the confidence that Semedo, I think, is still searching for.
Nice work by Fran. That little ball flicked away by Arter. A harsher ref could pull a card.
Champions have refound their rhythm and starting to set a real good tempo, and that confidence looks as if it's just washing off one another throughout the team now.
Last time they met was a couple of seasons ago. Barca winning 7-1. This is a different Osasuna, though. This is a different Barcelona as well. Back to Alba. Griezmann making the run. He's been starved of service today.